Here are the top 10 ways you can protect your heart. 10. Know your family history. Some people have genetic predispositions to certain diseases and illnesses. Heart disease is no exception. The first thing you should do is interview your siblings, parents, and grandparents and record the information they give you. Find out about chronic illnesses, disease, and any major surgeries they've undergone. The last thing you should ask in your interviews is what kind of lifestyle your relatives lived. If your grandfather, who died from a heart attack at 50, was an alcoholic and smoked, your doctor will take that into consideration. 9. Minimize stress. Stress can have some pretty severe effects on your body. Your brain sets off an alarm when you get stressed and sends a signal to your adrenal glands to release a surge of stress hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol. This is also known as the fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases, which elevates your blood pressure and boosts energy supplies. If you're always stressed, then your body thinks it's in a constant state of threat. Reducing your stress levels will lead to a reduced heart rate and ultimately help you to lower your blood pressure. Try to relax, and if you still find yourself stressed, see a professional counselor or psychotherapist. It can help your head and your heart. 8. Get adequate sleep. In today's hectic world, it seems like a good night's sleep is just a dream. Although it varies for everyone, doctors suggest that you should get about 8 hours of sleep per night. Not only does being tired all day hurt your performance, too little or too much sleep can have some poor effects on your blood pressure, your heart, and your overall health. Recent studies show less than 5 hours of sleep per night can increase your risk of heart disease by 40%. On the flip side, too much sleep isn't good either. If you get more than 9 hours per night, you are 37% more likely to have heart trouble. 7. Don't smoke. Every smoker on the planet knows that it's not good for them. The problem is that it's really difficult to quit. So difficult that nearly 2/3 of adults who want to quit aren't able to. Smoking is extremely bad for your heart. When you smoke, the burning of the cigarette creates something called carbon monoxide, the same stuff that's created when your car burns gasoline. The CO you inhale takes the place of the oxygen. So when you smoke, you're basically starving your heart of oxygen, the one thing it needs to function properly. Whether or not you're at risk for a heart attack, you should probably try to quit smoking. It's tough, but people do it every day all over the world, and so can you. 6. Eat healthfully. Adopting a heart-healthy diet is the most important thing you can do to benefit your ticker. It will help you lower your blood pressure and cholesterol and limit the amount of bad fat you take in. Get as far away from processed foods as possible. Include plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables and eat fish at least twice a week. Salmon is your best bet for supplying your heart with healthy omega-3 fatty acids that will help you reduce arterial plaque. Whole grains like oatmeal and whole wheat bread are a must as well. Legumes like beans and lentils are loaded with protein, fiber, iron, and calcium, and are free of fat and cholesterol. Nuts are packed with antioxidants, omega-3s, fiber, and vitamin E, among other things. The important thing is to not think of it as a diet, but as a lifestyle. 5. Control your blood pressure. Blood pressure is the measurement of the force of the blood against the walls of your blood vessels. When your blood pressure is measured, there are 2 readings. The systolic part refers to the pressure when your heart is expanded, and the diastolic reading is when your heart is at rest. They're given as systolic over diastolic, like a fraction. The American Heart Association estimates that about 1/3 of all Americans have high blood pressure, and that 1/3 of those people don't know it. This is because there really aren't any symptoms. It's called the silent killer because the only way to find out if your pressure is high is to check it. If you get your pressure checked and it falls under 120/80, then you're doing fine. Anything between 120 to 139 over 80 to 89 is called pre-hypertension, and above this level is considered high. Four, lower your bad cholesterol. Cholesterol gets a bad rap. There are actually two kinds of cholesterol, and one of them, high-density lipoprotein, HDL, plays a vital role in the functioning of your body's cells. HDL act as cholesterol scavengers, picking up excess cholesterol in your blood and taking it back to your liver where it's broken down. The higher your HD level, the less bad cholesterol you'll have in your blood. So why would you want to lower your cholesterol? Because the second kind, low-density lipoprotein, LDL, gets smaller and smaller until they're tiny enough to enter the walls of your blood vessels and attach themselves like a bad houseguest. Once enough of the LDL sticks around, it's called plaque. Over time, the plaque can rupture and block the vessels altogether. Then you're in danger of having a heart attack. 3. Get screened. Preventative health screenings can give you and your doctor a lot of information about your risk for cardiovascular disease. The great thing about preventative screenings is that they don't take very long and are basically painless. You may not want to hear some of these numbers, but getting information about your risk level can help you avoid a heart attack down the road. 2. Partner with your doctor. While some people with heart disease experience chest pain, nausea, dizziness, heart palpitations, or shortness of breath, most people don't know that they have heart disease until they have a heart attack. That's why it's very important to get regular exams at your doctor's office. If you or your doctor is concerned that you may have heart disease, you might need diagnostic testing in addition to the preventative screenings we already discussed. Your doctor will work with you to determine what testing is right for you. 1. Get your dance on. Your heart is a muscle, and when you work it, it gets stronger and healthier. Most doctors recommend at least 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise 3 times a week. If you want to really get your heart and yourself in shape, you should try and get that 30-minute workout in 5 to 7 days a week. Find something you enjoy doing and do it regularly to establish a routine. After about a month, that routine becomes a habit. Before you know it, that habit has you on your way to a healthier heart.